Happy Halloween, friends! Happy Halloween, or otherwise known as Friday, Freaky Friday. I don't know. Or if you're like me, Fry-yay. Happy Friday, friends. We are silly, goofy, and whimsical because this is the one day of the year. I mean, I do it every day of the year, but this is the one day of the year where we can actually get away with being super silly and nobody bats an eye, right? I mean, that's otherwise known as every day of my life, but here we are. And I just thought I'd bring out some of my friends. Look at this guy. And he is, you can't really see, but he is lit up if I turn my lights off real quick. Isn't he cute? Oh, I love him. And then this is my other little Halloween buddy. And these guys sit out on my shelves, out on my shelf here all year long, guys. I don't pack away the Halloween stuff usually. I mean, unless it's like outdoor decorations and stuff like that. But this kind of stuff, I have this up all year long. So I just wanted to show you a couple cute things, and I'm going to put them over here to the side, and then we can talk a little bit about today's show. And I can also talk a little bit about yesterday's show. I want to thank everybody, all of you guys out there that came and hung out with us, and you guys that have watched the replay. Thank you so much. That is just amazing. I've had so much fun reading your comments. I have a lot of anxiety, friends, I will tell you. And that's actually why I'm shooting a little bit late today, because I have what I call as anxiety hangover. So basically what anxiety hangover is, if I have a day that I have an extra amount of anxiety for, usually the next day I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty my energy is low. I woke up this morning with a massive migraine. Had to take some medicine and lay back down. But guys, it's so worth it, right? It was so worth it. We had so much fun. I got to be a giant hot dog, lived out some of my childhood dreams there. Guys, can I be honest? I'm going to be 100% honest. The reason why I went with the hot dog costume is because, as you guys know, I'm forever, as our beautiful friend Marianne calls me, the comedic jeweler. I am forever looking for ways to make people laugh and smile and just forget kind of that, we're on this bumpy road that sometimes, that we're on. And it just, I don't know. So, not to get too corny, but, I said to myself, Kyle, what would be something funny? What would work? What would bring smiles to people? So guys, when I tell you hot dog was not necessarily something that I would normally think in my life to be, but I thought it was something that was going to be very funny, and especially the fact that it blew up. So we were in the blow up hot dog, and and my first thought was, oh my gosh, how are we going to sit down in this costume? And then I thought, oh my gosh, how funny would it be if I went to sit down and either the costume exploded or it swallowed me up, which, guys, by the way, did happen. It was so perfect. It was hysterical. You couldn't see me, but I was inside the hot dog just laughing my butt off. I was laughing my buns off, my friends. And so it worked out perfectly, but that's why I chose the hot dog, just in case you were wondering, gee, Kyle, that was awfully random. It wasn't. I really actually put a lot of thought into it, and I thought that that would be really funny, and it worked out well. So I'm glad you guys got a laugh out of it. Okay, so enough about me, but I do want to also say, we had some winners yesterday. We had some door prize winners. Some of you have reached out, some of you have not, and I just want to let you know, my email is going to be in the description box, guys. I put my email in in the description box in all of my videos. I'm a very accessible person. So if you won a giveaway last night and I've not heard from you, if you haven't reached out yet, the email will be in the description box. Go ahead and email me, and we'll get right on that, my friends. Also, I would also like to thank, I would do a couple family shout outs there to our friends, Sydney, Angie, and Margaret. Let's give them all a thank you so much for selling out of my first ever earring kits. I appreciate you ladies so much. Guys, I know there was only 3 kits available, but we're going to be approaching Christmas, and we're going to be making some really cute Christmas earring kits that I'll have a little bit more stock of. So hopefully that will be great. All right, friends. So enough about me. Let's get into first a card. Oh my gosh, I didn't even pull the deck up yet. Thank goodness they're sitting right here. I was so excited about Halloween shenanigans, and I feel kind of naked, guys, because we don't have any more advents to open, but that's okay, because we're gonna make something today using a lot of those things. Okay, let's open this up and get us a little card of inspiration. And guys, I want to kind of get through this quickly because Becky and Jenny are having their Halloween party over there at Becky's channel, and that's at 11 o'clock my time. So it's about 7:30 right now. So we're going to get through this, and I'm hopefully going to have it edited and up before the party. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Can y'all in the back, can you just look at that again? Because I know you've been struggling with some things. And the universe is just here to let you know, my friends, that nothing is impossible and that you absolutely got this. Right? You can do it. I promise. That was a good card, my friends. That was a good card. All right. I'm just going to move our friends over. So if you guys did catch the show yesterday or the replay, you saw that Miss Debbie made a really cute necklace with memory wire. I have never made a memory wire necklace, so we're going to change that. So she gave me the inspiration to make a memory wire necklace because, my friends, we have just the cutest beads here that I've selected for us. A couple things from my stash. Just a couple. We'll go over that. So from the collection, these are the things that I've chosen. So we have these gorgeous like color transitional beads. They're so pretty. Oh, so pretty. We also have some of these interesting, like capiz shells, although these are connectors and I thought they were, that's okay. We might still use them. We also have some of these spacers. Now, Miss Laura put in several colors. I've chosen the green because we're going with a little bit of a Halloween theme. We have some chain. I'm not sure if we're going to use the chain or not. We also have a plethora of bicones in different colors. We have these gorgeous purple hearts. We have some orange glass cubes. And we have some charms and some cat heads. So I thought we could, because y'all know. And by the way, thank you all guys so much, because I had said that this reminded me of Bewitched. And I said, it's Samantha. And I remember that after I shot the video. I forget what the name I said, Sabrina. But Sabrina was a different witch, and that's the one I was getting mixed up. But this is our Samantha the Bewitched charm that I'm absolutely in love with. We have some cat heads. We also have some stars with cubic zirconias in there. Not sure if we're going to use the stars, but I figured I'd bring them out. Little spider, little owl, a bat. So we have fun charms. So I thought... So you guys know I did a charm bracelet. I did a memory wire charm bracelet for Halloween, and it did not fit my wrist very well. So I wasn't real, so I gave it to one of our beautiful besties out there because I'm sure it will fit her wrist better. Oh, I'm sorry. We also have some skulls and jump rings and spacers that were in yesterday's open. So, yeah, so I don't have that. Oh, I forgot to bring over. Hold on one second. I just want to show you guys real quick. And this is minus the Frankie necklace. Because the Frankie necklace is right now currently on my bust behind me. But this is all the stuff that we made over 10 days of Halloween. Look at all the earrings. We have a necklace in here. We have our bracelets, our Jack Skellington bracelets. Guys, do you even remember these earrings? I feel like they were so early on. I still love them. We did a lot. We did a lot of fun projects together. And I want to thank you guys so much for being so supportive and hanging out with us, and forgiving me that I did not exactly complete the quest on time. Today is our makeup day, but I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. So, also bringing into this mix is our memory wire. Now, guys, like I said, I've never made a memory wire necklace before, but this is necklace size memory wire. A memory wire comes in lots of different sizes. Comes in necklace, bracelet, ring sizes, earring sizes. I think sometimes, I think it is an earring size because I had a multi-pack and it had 4 different sizes. And one was clearly a necklace. That's where I got this from. This is from Beadalon. One was a bracelet. One was a ring. And then there was one in the middle between ring and bracelet size. So I'm thinking Maybe that's earring size. I'm not sure, but it came with 4 sizes. And I'm going to be using now, we're going to be using, Miss Debbie used some tubing, some silicone tubing. And that's basically what this is, but this is from Silver Silk. So this is pipe chain. And what pipe chain basically is silicone tubing there with this beautiful wire that will not focus, knitted over top of it. So I have these 2 colors, and I'm not sure what color we're going to go with. I had thought about doing half in green, half in purple. But I think I want to just pick one color because I'm not trying to make a clown car here. I am trying to make a super fun, guys. And when I say super fun, that's what I'm saying. We're doing fun stuff here. We're going to make a super fun necklace, but I kind of want to keep it also, you know, nice. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to go with one color. I just haven't decided yet. I'm leaning heavily on the purple, but we'll have to see because the green is really nice too. And because we have Silver Silk, we're going to need some kind of end caps. Unfortunately, I did have, oh, here they are. Unfortunately, I don't think these are going to be big enough, but I don't have a whole ton of gunmetal. Now, I understand our wire is silver, but you're not going to see much of it. Well, I guess our charms are stainless, so they're not gunmetal either. I was just going by the chain and the, well, you know what? We can maybe make this, you know, maybe we'll do it, I have some gunmetal clasps here too. We're also going to put a clasp on the back, guys, because I don't trust it not to jump off my neck at some point. I'm going to grab some bead caps because you know what? You're right, Martha. You're right. We do have, I was thinking of gunmetal because of our findings. These are gunmetal, which we're still going to use. But maybe I will find some silver cone caps. We'll be right back. Okay, friends, I found a few different styles that we'll put off to the side here and we'll try out when we're ready. Okay, so this is basically what I was thinking. Let me put some of these stuffs over here for a second. What I was thinking was to have, okay, so this charm would be here. And then I thought maybe we could do some little cat heads in between. And then we could do our little bat. Oh, he's upside down. We could do, because I don't want these too close and they might hit each other. I don't think they will, but I thought we could go with a little separator in here. I thought that might be cute. And then we can do, oh, our pumpkin. He's cute. So these will be like our charms. And then maybe we can do some hearts. Maybe we can do some hearts. And then we have these 2 guys. And then if we have room for the stars, we can add the stars. But right now, I'm not sure about the stars. Okay, so we have cats here. And then we have spacers and these little things that will separate everything. And what my thought process was with the bicones was we could make like, put them together and make like little point to point, make like little bows. And then in the middle there, that's where our charms can lay with our we have our jump rings. Okay, I love that. Oh, I forgot we have skulls too. Well, we might do some skullduggery here. Guys, we have to see what kind of room we have, but that's the general idea. I'm not sure if we're going to use these. I mean, they would be cute to like hang stuff off of, like, but then I think that's just, these are also kind of thin and fragile, so I don't really want to give them that job. But we're going to find something fun to make with these. I was even thinking about just linking them together and making just a simple bracelet, maybe with some doodangles in between each one. That's just an idea. But guys, we're also going to be making some fall projects. And just because they're orange doesn't mean they have to be for Halloween, right? Orange is also a really good fall color, so we might save those for that. And then with these other beads, I figured we can just kind of fill in the difference with some of these. These are like all different colors. I thought that would be pretty. We can also string up some of these skulls along the length and the hearts. We have the hearts, and then we also have these cubes, and I think it's going to be great. So first things first, friends, let's put this aside for a second. Put our spacers over here. You know what? I'm going to put those in there. Guys, I went with the green. I could have went with the purple iris too, but I just thought the green was really pretty. I like them all. That was really probably the hardest bead choice I had to make. And then also we have some of this chain. Oh, that's right. So now I'm not sure if this is what I'm going to do, but I had also thought that we could take some of this chain and kind of, because we have a ton of it, we could kind of make like little, you know, oh gosh, I'm not even on. Oh my gosh, you guys. Jesus, Carl. It's your first day on the job. Okay, it's not. I thought we could make little like, but I don't know. I don't know, friends. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. But it's possible. We might do that. It's going to bring you down a little bit there. So let's go ahead and cut some of these strands open. I probably need more cups. Okay. De-strand some of these. I could have done that off the screen. I know. But I wanted to hang out with you guys and see how y'all did. Kyle, you don't need that many. Okay. You're right. I don't need that many. We'll leave the rest of these on the strand. And then we can just tie it off. Just tie a little knot in here. Now we know. We're safe with this strand. Okay, put this one to the side. Also, we need some of these blue ones. And again, let's not cut the whole strand, Kyle. You don't need them all. All right. We'll just take a couple. I shouldn't need more than that. Okay, maybe just to be safe. There we go. Okay. Let me put a knot in this guy. And then we can go ahead and set forth and come up with some designs. Guys, did you see Miss Debbie? She was amazing yesterday. I was just so tickled that, you know, that she came out and partied with us. It was just so cool. It was absolutely perfect in every way. Okay. So, oh yeah, we said maybe we're going to put some skulls in here too. Or do you think we should just do the silver charms? And then we'll do the smaller ones up here and then these bigger ones here. And then the cats can be in the necklace. What do we think about that? All right, it's something to think about. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this here memory wire. Because, guys, I have a little bit of a beefy neck. I'm saying it nicely. And so I'm going to see. I'm not going to measure with a tape measure. I'm going to, like, do the thing in real life and see. Right now I'm fighting with the coils. This isn't good. Okay, Carl. I've never done this before. Okay, we're trying it on now. Oh, I'm reminded already how much I hate stuff around my neck. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, I think. And we have our memory wire. Oh, sorry, friends. We have our memory wire cutters. Don't ever cut your memory wire with your other cutters, friends. Take it from someone who knows. Okay, so here we have this. This about as big as my neck is. It's about that big. It's a little bit smaller than that, but I cut a little extra just because I don't know. I don't want to be choked out. All right, so now we have to figure out how long it is. Now we do have to measure it because now we have to know how much silver silk do we need. All right, so I got my tape measure here, and we're going to uncoil and measure at the same time. Okay. Going to bring it down here to the 0. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold on one second. Oh my gosh. And you guys, you all gave me the comments that you made on our video where we tried that protein cookie dough. You guys just made my whole day. Your comments were the absolute best. Okay, so we're looking at, now we know, guys, from me testing my neck not too long ago that it's about 16 inches. But I've decided to cut myself 21 inches here, apparently. So we got 21 inches. The neck is 16. Makes sense. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, we're not going to go full 21 inches. Let's see. So now we have to figure out which silver silk color we want. And I'm thinking, the green is so much fun with these like skulls and stuff. So I'm wondering, we could always do like a skull one too. Instead of using the charms, we could also do one with just skulls, and that might be fun. But today's the last day of Halloween, so I'm gonna put. I think we're gonna go with the purple. I think we're gonna go with the purple, and maybe tonight when I'm watching Becky's party, I'll do the green one, and then I can show you guys on the channel. Maybe that's a good idea. All right, so let's go with the purple. And now we have to decide how much we want to cut. So we know our neck is 16 inches. And so about how much is the front portion? I'm just going to measure the front portion of my neck real quick. See about how big this is. Okay, so about 7. So figure we want a 7-inch front. So we want to make about a 17-inch, so that's 10. So we need about 5 inches of this pipe chain, I think. Okay, let's measure out 5 inches and see what that looks like. I know, guys, this math is we're on it today, friends, with the math. So that's about 5 inches. So because we are putting this on there, we're going to have some beads. I'm going to do 6 inches. So I'm going to do 6 inches of silver silk on both sides. Okay, that would be 12. And then so if we do 12, then that gives us a 5-inch. Maybe we should do the 6. Because 5 inches beads up really quick. I mean, 6 inches beads up really quick. Well, let's go with maybe 5 and a little bit over 5. That's what we'll do. So let me get my measuring tape here. And we're going to take this to about the 1 inch, and then we're going to cut ourselves about 5 1/4. Okay, so about right there sounds good. I am also going to use my memory wire cutters to cut this silver silk. Because it's just better than your cutters cutting this. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to cut another piece. We're going to measure from this existing piece, and we're going to cut another. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's going to be long enough, friends. Let me put this on my. No, I guess it will be. Okay, Kyle, trust the process. You've already done the math. Trust the math. Okay. That was Patricia yelling at me to tell me to trust the math and the process. That's what I'm going to do. This one's going to be a little over, I can tell. So let's just even this out and make these exactly the same, which unfortunately I do have to use my regular cutters for, just to trim here. Right? I hate doing it, but sometimes you have to. Okay, and I'm not really going to worry too much about that. And let's make sure these are pretty even. This one is still a little bit slightly off. There we go. And I think that's going to be, that's pretty good. All right, so you see all these little metal fibers there. That's the only thing I don't like about the silver silk, is that when you cut it, the pipe chain anyway, you get all these little tiny pieces of wire. Oh, we do have a vacuum cleaner for that, but I'm not gonna. He's over there sleeping. You know, he had a hard night last night cleaning up after the shenanigans. So we'll let Jeeves have the night off. All right. So now we are going to, I guess we'll make a loop on one end and we'll throw our, oh, you know what, guys? I think I need 4 bead caps. And I went and took, I only got 2 of each kind, but that's all right. Maybe we'll use 2 different ones. Well, let me go ahead and turn a loop here. So we're going to use our pliers, our looping pliers, and I'm actually going to turn a loop. I'm going to turn 2 loops. I think I'm going to turn like a loop onto itself sometimes, because this isn't the really thick memory wire. So I think we're going to make 2 loops here, which means we're just going to keep turning. You'll see the second loop come up. Just keep until you get right about Oh no. Let's just, there we go. So you get about right there. That's not the neatest. I'm just going to fix that up a little bit here. I might have to cut that loop off. Maybe we'll just make one loop, friends. I don't know. That loop wasn't very good. This is why I cut. Oh, you guys see what I almost did? I almost cut memory wire. This is how it happens, friends. It happens innocently. You don't even realize it. And next thing you know, your pliers look like this. I don't know if they're going to focus. You see all those dings in there? That's because I cut stuff I'm not supposed to cut. All right, we're just going to turn one loop here, friends, and it's okay. I think it'll be fine. Because that loop wasn't very attractive. So we're just going to turn one loop. I do like to turn two loops, though, but we're just, for today's experiment, we're just going to turn one loop. And I think I'm going to use this little small bead cap here. And we'll see. We'll see if that one works. So before I put this silver silk in, so you'll see some of these little metals here. You can cut some of them off if they're sticking up too much. You can come in here with your cutters and just kind of cut some of those off. Or I like to take my finger and I just like to smush the ends down. And then you'll see. So we'll put this on our memory wire and then we'll slide this bead cap back down here. And we'll see how... That might be a little too big, huh? I thought that was going to be the right size, my friends. Well, these bead caps are bigger. Maybe I will have to go with the little baby bead caps. Hold on. Here's the little baby bead caps. Let's see if these work better. I mean, they're not much of a cone shape, so I don't know. Is this the side we squish down? Okay. I typically like to use little cones here. Yeah. Well, let's try this cone. This cone's a little bit smaller. I guess that's not terrible. I also have this cone. This cone's a little bit bigger. I thought this cone would be good for, yeah, see, it's just too big. I don't like that one. And this cone is huge, but it's tapered more than the other one. But also, that one's too big too. Okay, so we're going to go with this guy. This guy's good. He's a little bit big, but not as big as the other one. So we'll send them on their way. And then I'll have to go over there and get two more for the other side. Okay, so sometimes what I like to do is just like kind of hold my memory wire kind of. It's hard to hold it flat. It wants to curl. There we go. Once you get it on there, though, it slides on real easy. Just go whoop, whoop, and there we go. Oh, I think it just bit me, friends. Be careful. Sometimes the memory wire will bite you. We're not bleeding, but she did bite me. All right, so there we have that. Yeah, that's okay. Our loop's not really centered, but I don't really care. It's fine. Okay, it's really hard to center the loop here. So we're going to go with this. So we're going to put the other cone on here, on this side. And we're just going to flatten this side down. Okay, flatten all those wires down. Then we're going to shimmy that guy down. Ooh, look how cute. And guys, this is also, incidentally, a really cute bracelet idea too. If you just wanted to make the simplest of charm bracelets, you could take this pipe chain, you could make, you know, a big enough piece for your wrist, and then you can just put charms all along it, just on jump rings, and they'll move, you know. It'd be so cute that way. So I just wanted to point that out, that you could do that. All right, so now we have this together, and that's our other side. Here's our charms. Now let's come up with a design idea, shall we? All right, so we've got some of these. We've got some of those. Let's bring in all of our friends here, right? We're not using those. We've got some skulls and the bicones. The bicones are going to have an important job. The jump rings are going to have an important job. Y'all don't have any job at all, so you can leave now. You can go. We also have these. We have the chain, which we might still use. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with one of these beautiful multicolored ones. What do we want to use these as spacers? Let's see how that looks. Maybe we'll do like 2 spacers. Or should we just do 1 spacer? So that's what we have. We could do like 2 little spacers. I know that's going to create some length, but that's okay. I kind of like that vibe. All right. And then we can put in, and maybe we want to do a cube. Now, guys, remember, it's for Halloween fun, so it doesn't have to, the colors don't have to match. It's just all in good fun. That's pretty. Okay. I like that. So we have to remember that's what we're doing, and that maybe doing 3 of these is a lot, but that's okay. They're small, guys. So 3 of them is like equal to 1, you know, regular size bead. Because they're kind of small. All right, shall we do a cat or a skull? I kind of want the cats up front. And guys, we can do more than 1 cat and 1 skull. We could do a heart. Let's do, or we could do another blue one, multicolored one. Okay, 3 of these. Now we are going to be doing a lot of the bicones in the front, so that's why I was trying to use some of these other beads up on the side. Okay, so that's good. And now we can do, let's see. Let's do a skull. You want to do yellow? Got blue. I like the blue. I really like these pink ones. They're like a pinkish red. They're very pretty, that color. And then maybe green, but we'll see. I don't know if we're going to use them all. So let's use the red ones back here. Okay, and then we'll do 3 more of these. And then we'll do a heart. How many was that? 2? Yeah. Maybe we should only do 2. I don't know, but I kind of think the 3 looks really, I think that's just a really cool look. I think that looks, I like it. And then we'll do a heart. So we'll make sure our heart is facing this way. So our heart is, the heart is going up and then it's pointing down. That's how I think it will look. Okay, I'm going to do 3 more of these, or maybe we should just do 2 moving into the front. Let's just cut it down now to 2. Or no, do we want to mess up? I think I'm just going to make 2 from, and then we'll do 3 again. I think maybe, I'm not sure, but I think 2 will be fine. Then we'll do a cat, and then we'll get into our, I believe, charm portion, because this might be, I might have to take this down to 2 spacers. I don't know. Let's measure the middle portion. So we said we wanted our middle portion to be what, 5? Wow, that's already at least 4 inches. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take some spacers out, because that's probably already 4 inches. Let me see where it's on my neck. Okay, this goes here. Well, I think it might be okay, actually. I think it might be okay if we start our charm section now. So how we're going to start our charm section is we're going to put our charms on jump rings. Now, I don't know. These jump rings might be too big. Let's see. Let me put these 2 guys on a piece of wire here, with the jump ring in between, and let's see if the jump ring can go over them. Well, no, it can't. Okay, so those jump rings will be fine. Perfect. All right, so let's put our charms on a jump ring. Let's get our proper tools out here. All right, all right. Guys, we got so much fun coming up in the next month. Are you guys ready for Stash Camp? Oh, these are nice. These are nice jump rings, Miss Laura. Stash Camp is starting up on Sunday, my friends. That is the kickoff. November 2nd. I believe at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, wherever that is for you guys. And these are going to sit nice on there because they're going the right way. The jump ring is going away from us, which is what we want. So that's perfect. Yeah, so it's going to be, but we're going to have a special guest. I'm not going to say who the special guest is because that would ruin the fun. But it's going to be Jody, of course. Jody, Stacy, Jennifer, and myself. Now, guys, for all of the stash camps, I'm pretty sure Jody and Jennifer are going to be there for all of them. Jody, Jennifer, and Stacy. I think Stacy might be missing one. I'm not 100% sure. But so it'll be Jody and Stacy and Jennifer designing alongside of a different guest each show. And then, of course, I'll be there for all of your moderating duties. I don't know if I'm going to be designing. I'm not sure if I was asked to design. Of course, if Jennifer wants me to design, I for sure will. But I'm not sure where she wants me, and I will do whatever she wants me to do because I'm here for her. She's, my services are hers to do what is best for the stash camp, right? I'm a team player, friends, and that's what we do. That's what we do for our friends, right? I am happy to be there in whatever capacity I am asked to be in. So, oh my goodness, this one has a really small jump ring. Oh, he fit though. But so yeah, so kickoff is Sunday, and like I said, I don't want to tell you the special guest because Jennifer has it down as a surprise. So I'm going to keep it that way. Yeah, and then we move on, and I'm not sure who we have the first. I'm not sure who we have the first day. I think Danielle is up there towards the beginning. And I think Danielle might be the first guest. I think Danielle or Leslie Pope. They're both up towards the front. But it's going to be a good time, guys. So many amazing artists. I don't want to forget anybody, but it's just a ton of them. And I am super excited, guys, because I've never met Sarah James, and she's somebody I really like a whole bunch. Also, Kristen Fagan. Kristen Fagan is somebody that I really look up to as a designer. She's one of my favorite designers. So I'm so excited. I've never met Kristen. So I'm so excited to meet her. Sarah James, I haven't met. Becky and Jenny, of course, they're besties, and Chrissy's bestie. But Miss Leslie Pope, of course, and Danielle are also besties. Who else haven't I met yet at Stash Camp? I've met Neelay. This is what I'm saying. I want to forget him. Oh, Miss Shira Dang Dawson, you guys. I have not met Shira yet, but we have texted. But we have not met face to face. So I'm extremely looking forward to meeting Shira. You guys don't even know. I'm extremely happy to meet all of these people. I'm beside myself. All right. So what are we going to do here, Kyle? So I'm going to put one of these spacers just to give us a little bit of continuity there. Oh no, I already did spacers there. I was looking at the wrong bead. Okay, Kyle, you already did your 3 spacers there. Oh, you did 2 there. Okay, 2 is fine. 2 is good. We established 2 is good. What do we want? How do we want to start this? Do we want to maybe start with putting one of these here to kind of break up the front? Oh, and also, do we want to use chain? So if I wanted to use chain, I would put the chain on now. Right? Does it even fit on here? Might not fit. I think it will. Okay. I would use chain here, and then we have to keep everything to the front here with the chain. Okay. So let's do our first little, let's do these 2 purple ones. And I'm going to try to keep the colors the same, just so it doesn't look too juvenile. All right, so we're going to do that. And then we'll do our owl here. Is this the same side on both sides? I think so. We'll do our owl here and our other bicone. Okay. So we have that. And then we could do, let's see about this chain here. Let's see about where we want this chain. Okay, let's see how that looks. No, that chain's not long enough. I don't know if we're going to do the chain, guys. I think the chain might mess up. I don't want it to look like a banner. See, this is not... I think I'm going to leave the chain off. I'm going to leave the chain off. Maybe I'll put the chain on the skull one, and then we'll see how that goes. For now, I think we're just going to do... yeah, I think we're just going to do this for now. Okay. And then let's have... I think the skulls would take up too much room as a go-between. So what if we do... I guess we can make these the go-between just as like the spacer, so our dangles are not like right on top of each other. I don't know. All right, so we use the purple. So let's go ahead and do orange next. And we'll do our pumpkin with our orange beads. Okay, and then we'll do a metal spacer. All right, and then we'll do green. And then our main spacer, our main charm rather. And then another. And I'm going to see how the spacing is on this before we continue afterwards, just to make sure that they're not right on top of each other. Okay, black. Oh, that's purple. Do we have black in here, or are they purple? I thought there was black, but they might be that metallic purple. Yeah, we don't have black. That's okay. So we'll go back to the purple. Well, that's good. We have 3 colors, so we'll switch back to the purple. And then we have 4 colors. And we'll put our bat on, right? Or did we want... Oh, that's right. We wanted our smaller charms. Okay. But I can see we're already kind of congested. So I'm gonna get these guys off real quick because they are a little next to each other. And I forgot that I wanted to put the smaller charms next to the witch. I forgot about that. All right, so let's do our bat. Let's do our bat here with the purple. And then we're gonna do... I guess we can do 2 of these because we need a little bit more spacing. I guess we'll do 2 of those in between. All right, and then we'll do green. And then we'll do our owl. Do we want our owl next to our bat or our spider? We'll put the owl. That's fine. And we said green. All right. And then 2 of these. And then we'll do orange. And then Our Lady. Miss Samantha. Okay, we'll do 2 balls. And then we'll go back to the purple. And we'll do our spider. Oh, that's okay. I was like, what is that? And then we're going to do 2 balls. Excuse me, round spacers. And then we'll do green again with our pumpkin. All right. I like it. So then how did we start it off? 1 spacer. And then 1 ball, 2 spacers. Okay. And now we'll see how we like that. Oops. Okay. All right, now let's zhuzh it all down, see what we think. Oh, see how, hold on, let me get it together. See how that's spaced out a little bit better? I know you can't, it's hard to see. But none of the charms are in each other's way. They're all swinging freely. They're not bumping into each other. Yeah, that's super cute. That is super cute. I love it. Woo! Finally. Sometimes I struggle with the memory wire, friends. Sometimes I really do. Okay, so we're just going to continue. So our next bead will be a cat. And we're going to make sure that our cat heads are going, they're like kind of, I'll show you in a second. See where this one is going this way. So we kind of want to make our guys going in the same direction. Uh-oh, here comes the husband. Okay, so we did 2 here. We only did 2 there too? Okay, I'm glad I counted that. So we go 1 and 2. All right. Now we have a heart. And again, we want to make sure our hearts are kind of, you know, facing each other a little bit. And then we're going to do another of these gorgeous, 3 more spacers. Let's knock some of these spacers out here, shall we? And not all the cubes. Oh my gosh, we knocked all the cubes out. Trying to do it one-handed. We do need 1 cube, so we'll leave 1 cube out. Everything good? Everything good? Okay. All right. Yeah. Sounds good. All right, guys. So now we're going to put our skull guy on. And again, we are making sure they're kind of going in that direction. Then we're going to load on our spacers. 3 of our spacers here. That was loud, sir. All right. And then we're going to do a one of these multicolored. And I'm making sure I'm kind of grabbing one that's a little bit different in color. Do you guys think that's too different in color? Because these are really blue. That's all right. I think that's fine. Gives it character, right? Gives it character. Gives it interest, friends. And if somebody is that close to my neck where they're like, excuse me, ma'am, but this bead is a little bit more on the red side than the others, then I'm going to say, sir, hold on while I call the police. and send you to the Alcatraz, because you're standing too close, sir. We don't do that here. All right. Enough shenanigans. Alrighty, there we go. Put our 3 spacers on there. And then we're going to do another one of these. This one's kind of blue, but does have some of that red in there. So it'll, oh, that one's kind of red too. I don't know. I love them all. I don't care. All right. And then it looks like, so let's make sure this is right before we close it up. 2, 2, 2. That looks pretty good. Oh, I have to get those other, hold on 1 second. Because I put them right here on top, I believe. Maybe not. Oh, here they are. I have this little cone cap collection here. So let's get 2 more of these little cone caps. These are from the Bargain Bee box, cap 618. These were in that ice cream cone bag that we got, the ice cream palette, whatever that we got. And I actually went and bought some more because I really like these cone caps. I think they're cool. All right, so now we're going to put on our other silver silk. And again, I'll just lay this down for a second. Just going to kind of smooth out our ends here, making sure there's no sticky wires. Oh, sorry guys, that was the light. I just want to, this one is a little bit on a weird angle, so I'm just going to kind of just remove a little bit of that there. There we go. All right, now let's put our other piece of silver silk on and pray that it all fits. Because I'm not sure, guys, because I had cut some off the end, and look at that. I cut too much off. I cut too, oh, hold on, friends, never mind. There's been a development. Apparently we weren't all squeezed down there. It's perfect. It's perfect. Where's the other? Oh, did I put another one out here? I sure did. You guys, it's perfect. I'm going to cut a little piece of this because remember we couldn't make the 2 loops. Or should I just, let's just cut a little piece. Cut that right there. And then we'll just loop it. And if it takes more than 1 loop, then it takes more than 1 loop, friends. I don't know what to say. Where are my loopers at? That's fine. Nobody will see it's in the back of the neck. All right. That's probably going to be 2 loops. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Nobody. Oh, look, I was using a big looper. You're right. Oh my goodness, that was a mistake. I didn't realize I was doing that. Let's go ahead and you can fix that though, guys. You can kind of push that in there and just roll it like so. And then just kind of get that back on its program here. Let's take this out and say, look at that. Look at that mess I made. Hold on. There might be a way to save it though, friends. What if we just cut this little extra part here? Would that mess up our necklace? Call, don't do anything that's going to mess up your necklace. Hold on a second. I want to make sure. Yeah, we can cut this one. Hold on 1 second. Make sure we're not cutting that one. Okay. I think we just got to cut this little, hold on. I might be able to roll that piece up. Might be able to. Hold on 1 second. Maybe not. Yeah. I was so excited too, guys. Did you see? I was like, oh, this is perfect, until it wasn't. That's okay. Let's try to cut that little piece off again. And if not, guys, I'll just try to cut it off camera, or maybe just restring it. Actually, I think it'll be okay. Let me see. I'm actually going to use this side. No, it doesn't fit no more. That's okay. And I'm trying to just... I'm trying to stuff it in the cone. I think that's good enough for me. I kind of stuffed it in the cone a little bit. So there we are, friends. Let's go ahead and clean this mess up real quick. Push it all to the side. Just put all the stuff. Let's put it all in there. There it is. That's for future Kyle. That's her problem. To clean all this stuff up. We do want to keep one of these out though. Okay, guys. So here we go with our beautiful charm necklace. Look how pretty. Hold on. Let me hold it out and then bring you down so you can see how pretty it is. That's up, Kyle. Look how pretty. Look how fun. So we've got our skulls and our hearts saying that I love cats and I love Halloween. Our charms are all looking good. I love that. That is so cute. All right, guys. So we're just going to put on a jump ring here at the end. And we're also going to put a clasp on it. Because like I said, even though it is memory wire, I don't know. I don't trust it. Especially, guys, if you're making these for like... If you're going out to a Halloween party or something like that where you might be dancing and, you know, having yourself a good old time, which you should be doing at the Halloween parties. This way you won't have to worry about your necklace flying off. Shooting across the room. Okay, we're going to put those... I had put some lobsters aside. Here we go. So I have one huge one and I have one smaller one. I think we're going to do the smaller one. I wasn't sure, so I had put both sizes in there, but... This one's got one of those little tags. I don't use these. What about you guys? Do you use these little tags? They're like these little, I don't like them. Not just as a jewelry maker, but as somebody who wears jewelry occasionally. The holes aren't big enough and I struggle with closing my stuff. I would much rather have a jump ring or a bigger, like circular, something at the end rather than one of those tags. I think those tags are kind of silly, but that's just me. Okay, and then we're going to put our, that's going to go on this way. And so now we have a lobster just so we can be extra secure. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget, tonight we'll be on Becky's channel. They're having a Halloween party. I'll be in the chat. I'll hang out with you guys. And also, friends, look how cute that is. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Also, friends, Chrissy and I are going to be getting together and we're going to be shooting a special video for Renee over at Blessed and Bluetiful. She is one of our beautiful, beautiful besties, and it was her birthday month. Actually, today is the last day of her birthday month, and because we were on vacation for a couple weeks and we just didn't get a chance to do our birthday tag video, but Chrissy and I are going to work on that, so we don't want Miss Renee to feel like we forgot. We did not, my friend. We are going to work on that, and we're just extending your birthday throughout November. So who doesn't want another little birthday month? I say celebrate you, Renee, right on through November. Girl, celebrate yourself all the way to Christmas. That's what I'm saying. So we're going to do that. Also, guys, so Becky is tonight, and then tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern, come join us at the Gemstone Orphanage over on the Homestrung Jewelry YouTube page. I will link that in the description box. We are going to be there for a party line live, which is going to be so great. The Caldwells are going to go over what's going on with the Gemstone Orphanage. Also, Chrissy is going to have a beautiful tutorial. I can't wait for that. She's going to be doing a very elegant pair of earrings. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Blue Sapphire Studios page, and I will link that in the description box as well. That is Miss Maisha. You can find Chrissy and I over on her channel tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to get together and make some fun stuff. And then Sunday, my friends, we kick off Stash Camp Live, where we will be at Jennifer's channel. I believe that starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. And of course, at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have Silver Silk and more. Silver Silk Sunday, that is on the Silver Silk page. Guys, I will link all of these places in the description box. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. And also in between there is Danielle at 5 p.m. Danielle is doing a pre-recorded, guys, so I probably won't be in the chat because I have some errands to do and stuff tomorrow between the two lives, so I probably won't be in the chat. But that is pre-recorded because Danielle's family is in from out of town. So don't forget that at 5 o'clock on Danielle's channel. And then Sunday, Stash Camp Live. Yeah. So I probably won't be back with you guys until Monday or Tuesday for another video. But you can catch me at all those other places, right? So I hope you guys are having a great night. Until then, my friends, I hope you all have such an amazing weekend. Keep planting your magical beans and keep being kind to yourselves and each other. And just know that, yeah, let me pull that card again, right? That card was amazing. And now I probably can't find it. Nothing is impossible. Remember that. Okay, guys? All right. Love you. Bye.